The future of investing, AI, crypto, and tokenized assets. What if I told you that within the next decade, the way you save, invest, and even think about money could be completely unrecognizable? Imagine this. Your salary comes in every month, and instead of sitting in a bank account losing value to inflation, it's instantly deployed by artificial intelligence. It invests across stocks, crypto, and real estate in real time. Your home, your car, even your favorite artwork, all tokenized and available for fractional ownership on a blockchain. And your retirement portfolio, not managed by a human advisor in a suit, but by an AI system that makes millions of calculations every second. It sounds futuristic, almost like a sci-fi movie. But here's the truth. This future is already happening. Quietly, step by step, the financial world is transforming under our noses. And the real question is, are you ready for it? For most of history, investing was simple but limited. Your grandparents might have worked 9-to-5 jobs, saved money in the bank, and maybe bought some property or mutual funds. If they were lucky, they built wealth slowly over decades. But here's the thing. They played in a world that moved at human speed. Today, technology has cranked the dial to maximum. Money moves across the globe in seconds. Decisions that once took brokers days are now made in milliseconds. Opportunities that used to belong only to the ultra-rich are opening up to anyone with a smartphone. We are standing at the edge of a financial revolution. And at the heart of this revolution are three powerful forces. First is artificial intelligence, the new brain of investing. The second one is cryptocurrency, the new form of money. And the last is tokenized assets, the new way of owning wealth. Let's break these down, because if you understand them, you'll have a roadmap for where the future of money is going. Artificial intelligence is everywhere, powering your social feeds, recommending shows on Netflix, even helping doctors detect disease. But in finance, AI is playing an even bigger role. Think about this. Hedge funds already use AI systems that digest news articles, stock charts, even tweets, and then make trades in a fraction of a second. No human could ever process that much data that quickly. But here's the part that matters for you. Until recently, this kind of technology was locked inside Wall Street skyscrapers. Now, thanks to apps and AI-driven platforms, it's trickling down to everyday investors. Imagine you open your phone, and instead of a dusty-looking banking app, you've got an AI financial assistant. It scans your income, your spending, your goals, and instantly designs a portfolio for you. Not just stocks and bonds, but crypto, tokenized real estate, maybe even art. It updates daily, automatically adjusting to protect you from downturns or jump on opportunities. That's the future. Your money working harder than you ever could, guided by algorithms. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. Remember the flash crashes? Those sudden drops in the market caused by automated trades? As AI gets more powerful, the risks get bigger. But just like autopilot on an airplane, the technology is improving every year. And soon, trusting AI with your investments might feel as normal as trusting GPS to guide your car. Now, let's talk crypto. For some, it's the future of finance. For others, it's still a scam-ridden Wild West. The truth lies somewhere in the middle. At its core, crypto is just programmable money. Instead of relying on banks, governments, or paper notes, it's money powered by blockchain technology, transparent, decentralized, and global. Take Bitcoin. People call it digital gold. Why? Because there's a limited supply. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist. No central bank can print more. That scarcity gives it value, just like gold. Then there's Ethereum. Think of it as the internet's financial operating system. It doesn't just move money. It lets people create smart contracts, agreements written in code that execute automatically. Imagine renting an apartment where the moment your rent payment hits, the smart lock on the door activates. No landlord needed. That's the power of programmable money. And then we have DeFi, or decentralized finance. This is where things get wild. With DeFi, you can lend, borrow, earn interest, and trade, all without a bank. Instead of a middleman, the code itself handles everything. Of course, crypto comes with volatility. One day prices are soaring, the next they're crashing. There are scams, rug pulls, and projects that vanish overnight. But think back to the early internet. In the 1990s, people said the internet was just for geeks, too risky, too unstable. Fast forward, and it reshaped the entire world. Crypto is following a similar trajectory. Risky now, but potentially transformative in the long run. This is where things get truly revolutionary. Tokenization. So what does that mean? In simple terms, tokenization is turning real-world assets, like real estate, stocks, or art, into digital tokens that live on a blockchain. Imagine a $50 million painting by Picasso. Normally, only billionaires could own it. But what if that painting was tokenized into 1 million shares, each worth $50? Suddenly, anyone could buy a piece of it. That's fractional ownership. Now apply that to real estate. $10 million skyscraper in New York, tokenize it, and investors from around the world can own a fraction. This isn't just theory, it's already happening. Companies are tokenizing properties, artworks, and even sports franchises. Why is this such a big deal? Because it breaks down barriers. You no longer need massive wealth to access exclusive investments. It democratizes wealth creation, giving everyday people a shot at owning high-value assets. Think of it like Spotify, but for investments. Instead of buying an entire album, you can buy just the songs you like. Tokenization lets you build a portfolio of assets that fits your budget, no matter how small. Put it all together: AI, crypto, tokenized assets, and you start to see a picture of the future. AI acts as the brain, analyzing and making smart decisions. Crypto acts as the bloodstream, moving value quickly and globally. Tokenized assets act as the skeleton, giving structure to this new financial system. But here's the thing, this isn't just about money, it's about access. For centuries, wealth has been locked behind walls. If you weren't born rich or connected, you couldn't invest in elite opportunities. Now, those walls are crumbling. A teenager in India, a farmer in Africa, a freelancer in South America, they can all access the same digital assets as a hedge fund in New York. Of course, this future isn't guaranteed to be perfect. There will be scams, there will be mistakes. Technology always comes with growing pains. But at its core, this shift offers something extraordinary: the chance to make money work for everyone, not just the few at the top. So here's the takeaway. The future of investing isn't some distant dream. It's here, unfolding right now. Artificial intelligence is becoming the brain of financial decisions. Crypto is rewriting the rules of money. Tokenized assets are opening doors to investments that were once locked shut. The old playbook, work, save, retire, was built for the past. The new playbook is global, digital, and powered by technology. You don't have to understand every detail. You don't need to chase every new trend, but you do need to stay curious, because the rules of wealth are changing fast, and those who pay attention will have the edge. So ask yourself, what if your money didn't just sit in a bank, slowly losing value, but actually worked for you, globally, intelligently, and securely? Maybe it's time to rethink how you see the future, because the future of investing has already begun.